very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And if they're throwing on 3rd down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 26.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now, we all know that an offensive coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Evades him at the 10 and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Dill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they figured out how to block a little bit better, and he's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap, but he's able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He'll buy some time right.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing on first down. Dill. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Dill. James has got it, complete. And he's brought down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Dill. He finds his man. Complete. That's James. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
2nd and 5. Back to throw. Dill. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man.
Touchdown! Harris Campbell, 38 yards. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Miami set to take over. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
The Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
On 1st and 10,
Dill.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dill. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Dill.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
To throw on third down. Dill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Remember, we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And this is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.